how's it going, bros? It's your boy, DarkTome Official Vivo, and today we're taking a look at a little something special. This is something I kind of predicted would happen at some point. This is a fur hire link monster, and for those of you unaware, fur hire is probably one of my favorite archetypes in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Ever, so to say. No, I personally really like their concept, and I don't think I've had more fun playing a deck other than like ABC or something. So, when I heard they're getting a Link monster, I immediately thought to myself, this will either be really disappointing or borderline broken. And it appears to be a little bit of both. So, this is Falgo, Justice for Hire. It's a dark Link 3 monster, a 2400 attack that points up and bottom left and bottom right. You know, not bad arrows, pretty much just the most common arrows of all Link 3s, so, you know, it's fairly decent. Its Link materials, though, are what makes this card a lot more interesting. So, Falgo itself needs 3 monsters with separate types for its Link materials. That is interesting to me, because you can't just use the Stromberg combo for this. You can't just go Isolde into beat, summon a fur from hand, search, summon Raphael, use the Stray Fur, beat, and Isolde for this, then summon some random fur from deck. And there is a combo, which I will be talking about later, but as of right now, it's interesting how this thing was designed, because they really didn't want it to be abused, it looks like. But if your card says from the deck, I'm sorry, it's gonna be abused. So, its second effect, or I guess its first effect, is if this card is Link summoned, you can special summon from your deck in defense position 1 monster for hire whose type is different from the types of the 3 monsters used as Link materials for this card's Link summon. That is an interesting effect. You know, it summons from the deck. It's something that's pretty good in for hire. Usually you'll be using this to summon boss monsters, which I'll talk about later too in the combo, but you know, not a bad effect. So then we have the second effect. If a card your opponent controls is destroyed by battle or by card effect, you can draw 1 card. Then if you control 3 or more fur hire monsters with different names, you can draw 2 cards. Drawing 3 cards off of your opponent popping a card on their side of the field or you destroying something by battle is no joke. It's extremely strong. Just because, like, imagine this in a Metal Foe matchup. That would be dumb. But I digress. With your standard combo, which of course I will be talking about later, you're gonna only have 2 for hire monsters on the field. But if you're playing a deck, I assume you're gonna have most of the archetype, like, monsters. Like, I assume you're just gonna have a lot of for hire monsters in your hand, so, you know, Falgo kinda, like, bypasses that restriction in a way. I don't know. So, anyways, you know, I don't think Falgo's bad. I don't think Falgo's good. I just think he's in that sweet little middle zone where he's pretty decent. I don't think he's enough to push for hire into the meta or anything, but it definitely shakes up some combos and lets you end with some more interesting boards. Now let's get on into these combos. Starting off with your first combo, all you need is access to Stromberg and any fur hire monster. This is going to end you with a board of F.A. Don Dragster, Rago, and Raphael. First, you activate Stromberg, summon Hans and Knight, then go into Isolde. Then, you're going to send 3 equips to the graveyard for beat. If you send a Cursed Bamboo, of course you're going to search for a bamboo sword you don't have in your hand. Then, you summon your second Fur Hire monster from hand. Beat's effect is going to activate Summoning Raphael, or Searching Raphael. Then you're going to activate your second Fur Hire's effect to summon Raphael. But, keep this in mind, you have to summon the Fur Hire to a zone that Isolde points to. Or, alternatively, just don't put anything in the middle. Just do not put anything other than Raphael in the middle. So, now that you have Raphael on board, you're going to use Beat and Isolde for Summon Sorceress. Then you summon Sorceress to copy Raphael and summon a Destrudo from the deck. Then you're going to use Destrudo and your Stray for Hire monster and summon Sorceress to go into, what's his face? The Rago guy, or whatever I called him. Then your For Hirelink monster is going to summon Sagita from the deck. And if you know me, you know that I hate any Fur Hire boss monster other than Wiz or Raphael, or Raphael, or whatever. But I guess it's okay for this because your opponent's going to be taking 1,000 burned, and you're not even going to be keeping her on board. Because now that Destrudo's in your graveyard, you're going to use Destrudo's effect to have your life points and target Sagita, only to use them to go into F.A. Dawn Dragster. So now you have a monster negation with Raphael, you have Rago on the board, and you have an F.A. Dawn Dragster. You've also gained a Cursed Bamboo Sword in your hand from this combo. So, you know, you might be drawing a couple cards, and that's pretty good in this deck. So, there's one combo for you. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Falgo Justice for Hire, or Rago Justice for Hire, I don't know. I think he's a pretty good monster, or should I say just pretty decent monster. I don't want to put him too high up there on the confidence scale, because he's not broken. He just allows you to get to the Fur Hires you didn't have before, similar to how Isolde helps you get to beat when you don't have him. I think he's a pretty fair monster, and he definitely improves the way that Fur Hire works. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed listening to me ramble on about a card that you don't care about for probably around, like, 7 minutes or something. I don't know how long this video is. Hope you have a good day, and I hope and pray that I don't get called a stupid, dumb idiot today because I like a furry deck. Because real talk, stop being like a prick when it comes to Fur Hire, please. Why do you feel the need to be rude just whenever it comes to this archetype half the time? Entire Yu-Gi-Oh community. Let people like things. Have a good day. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and kill your parents. Do it. Kill them now!